Let's study cell, the unit of life. When we look around, we see both living and non-living things. Non-living as well as living things. Then what is that which makes the organism living or non-living? Non-living, it is also called as inanimate. Then the presence of cell. Presence of cell which makes the organism is living, and the absence which makes the organism is non-living. In this way, the cell is the basic unit of life, and it is defined as a fundamental, structural and functional unit of all living organisms. The body of all living organisms is developed by using cell, and the structure is because of cell, and all the functions is performed because of the cell. That's why it is defined as a fundamental, structural and functional unit of all the living organisms. On the basis of presence of number of cell, the organisms are divided into two types. Unicellular organism. Multicellular organisms. First, unicellular organism. The body of living organism which develop by using single cell. Single cell. These organisms are called as unicellular organisms. For examples, bacteria, euglena, paramecium, yeast, amoeba are the examples. Next, multicellular. The body of organism is developed by using multiple cells. These organisms are called as multicellular organisms. For examples, animals, plants, humans, and fungi, except yeast. Yeast is a unicellular, and other fungi are multicellular. In this way, unicellular organism and multicellular organism are the two types on the basis of number of cells. In this, these unicellular organisms are capable of independent existence, and second, performing all essential functions of life or all essential functions of life or living. First, independent existence means these unicellular organisms, they are live independently. They are not dependent on other organism for the independence. The single cell body is enough for the existence and they are capable of independent existence. Second, they perform all the essential functions for the living purpose. For example, like excretion, digestion, respiration, circulation, all these activity of these organism is performed by using single cell. The single cell is enough for all this activity. In this way, these unicellular organisms are capable for the independent existence and performing all essential functions of life or living thing. Anything anything less than the complete structure of cell, it does not ensure independent existence. For example, like a virus. Virus. The virus, the body of the virus is developed by using protein and genetic material, either DNA or RNA. Protein and genetic material, and these viruses does not ensures independent existence because these viruses don't have the complete structure of cell, that is cell membrane, cytoplasm and nucleus. Nucleus. It is a complete structure of cell. And some organisms don't have the structure of cell. They does not ensure the living or they does not independently live. For example, like a virus. They use other living body for the independence. Next, let's study history of the cell. Here, Robert Hooke first discovered the cell in 1665. In 1665, Robert Hooke observed a cork borer, a piece of cork borer in his magnifying lens. He observed honeycomb-like structure or the compartment and named that cell compartment or cellula. In this way, the Robert Hooke in 1665 discovered the cell, and he discovered the dead cell, because cork is a part of bark. That is a bark of plant, and it is dead. And he discovered this cell, that is a dead cell, in 1665. After that, Anton von Leeuwenhoek discovered the living cell. He discovered the living cell. He observed the living cell in 1675. And after that, Robert Brown in 1831 discovered the nucleus of the cell. In this way, the cell is discovered by Robert Hooke in 1665. But she discovered the dead cell in cork, and we know that the cork is a part of bark. And after that, Anton von Leeuwenhoek in 1675 discovered the living cell. And Robert Brown in 1831 discovered the nucleus of the cell. In this way, this history of cell is there.